DTA stands for Double Taxation Avoidance Agreement. It is an agreement between two countries that aims to avoid double taxation of income and capital gains earned by taxpayers in both countries. DTAA provides a mechanism for allocating taxing rights between the two countries and for providing relief from double taxation through the process of tax credit or exemption. DTAA typically cover various types of income, such as business profits, dividends, interest, royalties, capital gains, and pensions. The agreement also contains provisions on the exchange of information between the tax authorities of the two countries to prevent tax evasion and avoidance. Let's take an example to understand how DTAA works. Suppose an Indian company has a subsidiary in the United States that earns a profit of $100,000 in a year. Under the US tax laws, the subsidiary is liable to pay tax on its profits. However, under the Indian tax laws, the Indian parent company is also liable to pay tax on the same profits earned by the subsidiary. This leads to double taxation of the same income. To avoid double taxation, India and the US have signed a DTAA. According to the agreement, the profits earned by the US subsidiary will be taxed in the US. However, the Indian parent company will get credit for the taxes paid in the US and will only be required to pay the difference, if any, between the US tax rate and the Indian tax rate. DTAA has various use cases. It encourages cross-border trade and investment by providing a stable and predictable tax regime. It also helps in avoiding disputes and conflicts between the tax authorities of the two countries. DTAA can also provide tax relief to individuals and businesses that earn income in both countries. In India, DTAA is governed by the Income Tax Act, 1961, and the provisions of the agreement override the provisions of the domestic tax law in case of any conflict. India has signed DTAA with more than 100 countries, including the US, UK, Singapore, and UAE. The Indian law provisions regarding DTAA provide for various rules and regulations regarding the application of the agreement. For example, the Indian tax authorities are required to provide a certificate of residence to taxpayers who want to claim benefits under DTAA. The provisions also lay down rules for the exchange of information between the tax authorities of the two countries to prevent tax evasion and avoidance. In conclusion, DTAA is a mechanism that helps in avoiding double taxation of income and capital gains earned by taxpayers in two countries. It provides a framework for allocating taxing rights between the two countries and for providing relief from double taxation through tax credit or exemption. The provisions of DTAA are governed by the domestic tax law of the respective countries and provide a stable and predictable tax regime for cross-border trade and investment.